Hey y'all, it's me again, Joey.
Well, ready to let them loose?
Yep, that's it. Let's see if they make us run.
Oh,
Probably so.
yeah, that one tried to get after him, but other than that, what can you expect? I mean, can you blame him? Oh yeah, they're getting after us now. Go, Joey, go!
They mad.
They're mad, buddy. I'm gonna get in the truck. You gotta go back and get your camera.
But also, just get as many as you can off the one next to it. Get out.
You gotta move forward.
Do that side again. Y'all ready? Let's get started. Hey, here we are again. Seemed like it was just Saturday, just a day ago. How's everybody doing over in the chat? Hope everybody's doing well. How about you, Mr. JW and Keith? How y'all doing?
Having more fun than I've ever had. Life's just
Yeah.
peachy.
The weeks do go by quick, don't they?
I know.
They sure do.
It's crazy.
I'm gonna give you a little forewarning. They don't get shorter as you get older either.
Hey, Randy.
Yeah, I didn't figure they did, JW. They get quicker and quicker.
Seems
Hey,
like
Mark.
the older you get, the faster they go by. Seems like just like you said, it's Saturday, and I turn around and it's Saturday again, and vice versa.
You know, I always use this analogy. I was a construction electrician for several years, about 15 years before I went into the maintenance at the prison. But we'd have to roll our pull ropes back up. And a lot of times we just head it back toward where the truck's parked, rolling it up. And you'd be rolling at the same speed, but the closer it'd get to the end of that rope would get to that reel, the faster it'd go. That's the way life is. It just gets faster and faster and faster.
Yeah, the closer you get to the middle, or closer you get to the end. Yeah.
Yep.
Oh well.
Piggy's bees.
It's like you got a good group in here tonight.
Well, could y'all hear my YouTube feeding back when we was starting off in the intro?
Yeah.
It was on and I didn't even know it. I finally heard it echoing back there and I turned it off.
When your wife was telling you better move away, it came out 2 or 3 times.
Yeah. I thought I had it muted already.
You always like that intro you got. They getting after us now.
Yeah.
And then that famous laugh.
I keep forgetting to ask Mike for that. He had his my camera was sitting there and he had his running with it, and he's got a little bit of me running. I want to get that from him and put that in.
Good times.
Yeah, that was a fun day.
Only beekeepers laughing about getting chased by a bunch of bees.
Yeah. And get stung and laugh about it too.
Yeah.
I went to what I call my tailor yard. Ain't but 4 hives out there. What day is this? Saturday. I guess I went Friday. And they had a few trees blown down. So he had a guy there that I went to school with, saw me there, and he stopped and was talking. He said, I want to sit here and watch you work in bees a little bit. And normally he could have done that. But I told him, I said, these bees, not just the ones there, but the bees the last few days has been real cranky because there's not much of a flow going on. And I was a little bit early, so there's still a lot of bees in the hives. And for whatever reason, the first hive I picked happened to be the meanest hive in the yard. And the owner of the property was sitting there too. He come up talking to us. We talked a few minutes before I got started. And it wasn't 5 minutes after I busted that box open he was sitting on his ATV and he got popped.
Oh
He
no.
sits there and talks to me all the time when I'm over there a lot of times, and the bees never bother him because I'm the one irritating them. But they come popped him right on the lip. He cranked up and got out of there. He said, I got to go, Joe.
I bet that swole up good.
Yeah. But yeah, that got rid of my company real quick.
Funny how that works. Were y'all expecting some rough weather starting tomorrow?
Yeah. Hey, Tim and Hannah. I just got a notice about it. I already kind of knew it was supposed to be dropping down. I got a notice about bad weather coming in tomorrow. I couldn't pull up a radar on it showing anything, but my local one didn't go out far enough, I guess.
Yeah. They're starting to throw out all kinds of notes about keeping an eye to the sky starting after lunch tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
Through Monday afternoon, I reckon. Then the bottom drops out Monday night, Tuesday night. We're down in the 20s. Then it's back Wednesday, back up in the 60s. So
That's where it's been here. Only they're talking about a low of 14 here Monday night.
Wow. That's going to put a whooping on everything that's blooming.
Yep, it sure will be.
It may not hurt us. We're going on right now. They're just showing 31. So
yeah, you'll be fine.
It may be good.
Yeah,
it's usually got to get in the mid 20s before anything really freezes here, because even if it gets like 28, 27, 28, it don't stay there long enough to do it.
Yeah, we had that night before last, I believe. Woke up, had a big frost, got down to 28 or something, but it didn't stay there long, and I didn't see anything that it hurt. But I think Tuesday night especially, it's going to be down in the 20s for, 8 or 10 hours. So that ain't good.
Yeah. I saw a few more. There's James Noel.
Yeah, Clay said 19 Tuesday night.
Bill.
I just wanted to let everybody know. I know when you was tuning into the Bee Connection, Ricky's chat a while back, you saw that young fella that me and him were helping out, Jace, in the chats. We went down and took him some bees, and I took him a super of honey, and found out that his mom had cancer. Just want to let everybody know that she passed away about I guess it was about 7 days ago. I didn't find out about it till this morning. I think the funeral was a couple of days ago. But Jace is doing okay. He's got several brothers and sisters. Of course, his dad. I think his dad drives a truck. But just keep Jace and his family in your thoughts and prayers. I told him I'd let everybody know what was going on. And he said he appreciated it, and he'd be back with us hopefully before too long. So tough for a young man lose his mom.
Yeah, at that age especially. Yes, very much so. The whole family,
Yep.
All kids need a mom.
Yep.
I think good Lord will sometime. You got to take the cards you're dealt. So Jason, if you're watching us, good luck to you, buddy. I'll be praying for you.
Well, after I was helping out with a bee class this morning, we're having a bee class, our county beekeepers association. I think it runs for 6 Saturdays. So far, I'm not teaching the class. I'm just there as I guess, color commentator and a table mover. But this afternoon, I got into bees a little bit and got some drones. So I knew we had drone brood last week or week before. I remember last time I was in there. But we got drones walking now. So once we get through this cold spell, game's on as far as folks around here wanting to do splits.
Probably going to have to where you won't turn on if the weather gets decent.
Yeah.
Could be.
I think I've got all my splitting done till this little cold front comes through, and then I got a few more. I should be able to just pull them out, put them in nuke boxes by then, instead of stacking them on top. So far, everything has just went on top on the double screen board, but I won't need it after Tuesday or Wednesday.
You gonna sell some nukes, or you gonna use them?
Yeah, I don't have as many as I thought I'd have already ordered, but I got some ordered. I got enough now. If half of everything I've split makes it, I got enough to fill my orders. Mm-hmm. And I've really been thinking about selling a whole 10 frame box of bees with last year's queens in them, because I got more bees than I need. My health won't let me work as many as I used to. It was already bad enough, but I've only been able to do, the most I did was it was 5. Well, the video I posted this morning, it was 5 hives, and I pulled 6 nukes out of there. And today I finally just got fed up with trying to do 2 or 3 of those at a time and quit looking at all the frames and just threw divider boards and the rest of them until I run out of divider boards. I'm gonna have to go back next week and look at all them again, though. Still, but I don't know. When you get in my condition, it takes the fun out of it once you get tired.
Yeah, beekeeping, it'll put a whooping on you, especially when the temperatures start climbing.
Yeah. When I first started doing it, I was still healthy enough I could handle it, but that's why I've been saying the last few years I got 40 and been trying to get to 20, 25. I just hadn't been able to do it. So I think the only way I'm gonna be able to do it is just either sell some of the hives that I got or just forget about them and let them do what they're gonna do.
Yeah.
Let them populate. Let's populate the area.
As long as you don't have too many close by neighbors.
Yeah.
But yeah, I saw a big difference between running 20 something and running 30 something. I like the 20s a lot better.
Yeah. I was good when I was in the 20s. Hey, Roy.
Yeah, it seems like in the 20s I can do everything in one day. When I was in the 30s, I couldn't get everything done in one day. It took me 2 days.
I gotta let my little dog out, Joey.
I didn't know who had the dog. Oh, there's Cayman.
Yeah.
The 20s, that wasn't long ago for you, Cayman. Age-wise.
I still remember some of the 20s. Some of the 30s was a blur. That's what I say about the age. I mean the year 1980s and something.
Yeah.
That was kind of a blur to me too.
Yeah.
Raising youngins, it just kind of like.
Yeah, we got married in the early 80s. The youngin come along. I was still going to school during the day and working third shift. Yeah, I don't remember a whole lot about some of them days.
Yeah.
Hey, Philip.
Hey, how y'all doing?
You on the farm?
Yeah, I'm on the farm. I don't know, man. I don't know how much older you are than me, Joey, but I only got through about 6 hives today myself.
Well, I will be 70 years old in a few days.
You got me about 10 years then.
Dang. Are you guys old or what?
Well, when you got rheumatoid on it, it kind of doubles. It starts doubling your ages every year that goes by.
I didn't
Once
get
you-
into mine until about 2 o'clock,
Yeah.
but I only made it till about 5 before I waved the white flag. Had to go lay down.
I tell you, I've got this recorded. I don't know if I'll ever
No.
produce it. I don't know if I'll ever put it together and send it out. But if I do, I'm probably going to call it the sloppiest split I've ever done. I started. I thought I was going to be able to walk down the whole rail and just do the whole rail, maybe half a dozen hives the other day. And that first hive I broke open, man, the robin got crazy. It got crazy, and here I was trying to hurry up and get everything back together, and shook everything down. I said they're robbing now anyway, so I'm just going to go ahead and do it. I shook everything down, put the queen excluder on the bottom box, had my nuke all built. I set it there, and then all my extra frames is going to be on top for a little while. And for some reason, I had to go get me a screen and just plug the hole. They were trying to rob, and I put bricks there to I didn't have an entrance reducer, so I put bricks on the front to kind of narrow the entrance. And they were standing their ground, but I said, they're going to wear themselves out fighting. So I went and got a piece of screen and V-shaped it and pushed it in there where nothing could get in and nothing could get out. And that took care of everything. Well, this old brain remembered the next morning to go ahead and pull that screen out.
Sure.
I pulled it out, and I said later this evening, about dark 30, I'll go ahead and rotate them 2 hives because I don't want to just get them all excited again, get Robin going again. You know when I thought about it again, and that was like 4 days ago? Today when I went to the bee yard to do more splits.
Uh-oh.
So first thing I had to do is tear that back down and make sure I still had brood in there, and go in and find another frame where the queen was at, and find some very young larvae and put in there just in case I don't get sales. They can make their own. At this point, I don't care. They can make their own. I ain't going to get no sales. Wow. I had to do all that before I even started splitting what I went to split.
I had a plan to do kind of what you were doing, Joey, but my plan was to go in. 2 weeks ago, I'd put a super on top. Didn't have any drawn combs, so I basically stole some out of the bottom with brood and moved it up and just dropped in empty frame. So I went in, got into the first one. It was perfect. They had moved up. They were drawing out that top box. They were heavy. I went into the bottom box, went through it to make sure, see if I could see the queen or anything. There wasn't much down there, a little bit of brood down the bottom. But that queen had laid up the bottom and she was in the top.
Yeah.
Found her, shook a bunch of bees in the top, so I knew some was going to fly away. Now what I'm trying to do is take the queen to the top and then turn her around facing the other way so the bottom can draw out a new queen. And just set her back on top of double string board. Real simple. That first one couldn't have gone any better. 10 minutes or so it took me to do the whole deal. And I did like 6 or 7. I did 5 or 6 more, and none of them were like that. They were all different.
Yeah.
The second one I got into was a lot of bees, but was light. Both boxes. I had to feed both sides of it. It didn't have any food with me, so I had to come back in the cabin and mix up some food, and they're open out there, and I'm thinking, I'm worried they're going to be robbed out because when I pulled up in my truck this morning, the bees came out to meet me because I had some empty supers in the back, and they've been all over my truck all day, so there's not much out there. The dewberries are blooming pretty good, but yeah, they're still in a robber mode. But yeah, and then I get to another one, and it was just too weak to split, and I got to one to where it was weak, but I found the queen, and you could tell she was young, But they're so weak. I was like, these ain't gonna do anything this year. I'm gonna get her replaced. But I hadn't seen a whole lot of drones at that point. And so I said, well, I'm not going to replace her now, but I want a marker. So I went and looked. I didn't have my blue pen. So I got the yellow pen. And I marked her with that. And then I went on and did the rest of my work. And I was getting ready to come back to the cabin when I was worn out. And when I walked by, I looked on top of one of those hives. And I was like, what's all them bees on top of that queen clip? Looked at it real close. That queen I'd marked yellow still sitting there.
Oh boy.
I hadn't put her back in the hive.
I have done that. I put a whole box back together, and there my queen sitting in the shade over here behind the next hive.
Yeah, it was all put back together. And I wrote on the top that I'd marked the queen yellow. I did everything except put her back in there. And another
I went to mark I found some of the queens yesterday, and I went to mark her. I didn't have a paint pen in my box. I got them all out. I had a wad of them in a rubber band. I got them all out the other day, checking them all in my little shed and making sure they're good. Because, some of them are really, the older ones, they'll drip too much.
Oh, that yellow one, yeah. When I pushed that thing down, it dumped a ton of ink out of there.
But when I went to marker, I looked, didn't have a pen. They still over there in the shed, wrapped up in a rubber band.
Yeah, another one, I made just a dumb mistake. You think after 5 years I would learn. I saw the queen. She was young, but she was doing good as far as laying up the box. So I said, well, I'm gonna mark her. I went back to the truck. I set the frame down on top of I want her in the top. I don't want her in the bottom. What do? She's in the bottom. I just lay the frame down like she's gonna stay there, And I went back to get my pen and came back, and she was gone down in the box. And I pulled that box apart. I saw her a couple of times on the side wall and lost her again. And finally, I said, you know what? I know she's not more than a year old. I'm just putting her box back together and throwing a honey super on it. Not going to worry about it. If she swarms, she swarms.
She'd be good in the bottom. Just take a lot of her brood away from her.
I just left it all there and put a honey super on it. I didn't, I mean, it's not crazy, but it's stronger than a couple of mine. A couple of mine, I've got it when I get new queens. As a matter of fact, those two.
There's a few ways to do that when you can't find that queen and you want her in the top above the double screen. Mm-hmm. If you can't find her, you can configure what you want to be in above that double screen and put it on the bottom first. Shake everything down in there. And then when you get it all put back together, you can just take that bottom box because she's going to be below that queen screw. Take it out and set it on top.
Set it on top. Yeah, that would be a good idea.
Most everything's going to orientate back to the front anyway.
Yeah, that's right.
It's just a little extra work. That's what I like about the way I split the normal way that I split like that. I lay my eyes on every frame in the box. And when I walk away, I know how much brood I got in the bottom box. I know how much brood I got in the nuke box. And I know how many pretty much extra or new frames I got in the box. Everything's kind of equal, with the exception of old bees flying. You start to say something else?
Well, my goal is to try to keep them from swarming. So that's why I want to move the queen or reorient her to the other side. And also I want to have new queens. So I'm trying my best to get the queens to the top. But two of those are so weak that I'm just going to replace the queen or let them make a new queen just to have a younger queen in there just to see if they'll do something. But they're not going to make honey anyway, but having another queen gives them a better chance than what they got, but they're just not doing anything.
I've got a
You can
couple.
kinda
I'm
tell
going
that.
to
Yeah, I wasn't going to pinch them. I still hadn't gotten used to pinching queens yet. I'll stick them in a nuke
Yeah.
box with a couple of frames and give them a second chance.
If I got some that's kind of hot and they don't calm down after a couple of times going in there, she's getting pinched. I can promise you that. I used to have a hard time doing that, not anymore. I'm short tempered when it comes to mean bees.
I give them when I put them in their little nuke box. It's kind of like Brad over at Faith Apiaries. What's he call those things? I forget what he calls them. The zombies. I just give them a stern talking to, and if it hurts me more than it does you,
Yeah.
put them in that small box and put them off to the side somewhere. It don't ever help though.
There's
Yeah, I got
Michael
some of my
popping
swarm
in.
traps up.
Huh?
Got some of my swarm traps up.
Yeah. I don't have
more to put up.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think I just 6. I got 6 up. I'm kind of
I'll catch up with you.
well. I'm hoping I don't catch any. But I'm gonna have to give them away if I catch them.
It's like fishing. You just throw them back.
Yeah. Uh-oh. Philip, you cutting out.
Connection. I got 2 balls.
You're not coming in, Philip.
Cutting
Reckon
out.
I'm
Like
not
he's
saying
frozen.
anything right now.
No,
Oh.
that's the reason, man. We're not used to you
I
not
just-
talking.
I-
We don't know how to react.
I was listening to Keith get yelled at, or was that you, JW? Somebody was getting yelled at.
Probably me. Pretty common in my household. Got a mean woman. I mean mean.
My wife knows better to yell at me. She knows I'll start crying.
Mine has to yell at me. I can't hear.
Hey, Dodd.
I suppose
So
everybody's
Keith, what's Ricky? Oh, go ahead. What's Ricky up to these days?
I don't really know. Anything
he'll be-
special? I mean, I know he's still he had snow on the ground. Was it last week? So up in the hills, he's still got winter going on. He's got some hives down here in the flatlands south of me, but yeah, I don't know anything in particular. I know he's wanting to. His daughter, his youngest daughter, is apparently quite the golfer. So she's, I guess she's playing with the school team or something, and he's wanting to chase her around all over the country. I know he's going to be doing that. Anybody that's had kids in sports knows how that works.
Yep.
So that'll be taking some time, I'm sure.
I've had kids in it and grandkids in it. And
yep.
For some reason, the wife thinks I need to go to every one of them.
You do.
I told her my own daddy never came to none of mine. I don't know why it's going to hurt their feelings if their pawpaw don't.
Yeah. Likewise, Joseph.
My daddy never seen a ball game at school.
Didn't have
My
time.
dad followed us to every game, every away game, and he was on the chain gang out at the home game.
Yeah. Now, if they would have had a fishing team, my daddy would have been there. He'd have been a coach.
The high school fishing team. I had never heard of that one.
Might
I
need to
was,
start on that.
We got a
my
shooting team.
brother and I, who was a year apart, we played on the same team for several years, and we would always comment that Daddy would never say he would never that he could do it. He was work on the visitor side of the field, pulling that chain for the first down and stuff, and he wouldn't acknowledge us for nothing. I mean, wouldn't even if we scored a touchdown, he just looked scared. And turn around and tell anybody that was his boy or nothing. Because we'd look over there every time we'd do something, and he'd just stare straight ahead. So one time I was playing this team, and they had this guy that was super, super fast. He was a running back, and I think I was a cornerback. And he'd run, and he'd get like 5-6 yards, and you'd about to hit him, and he'd step out of bounds. And his uniform at the end of the game was clean. He was so fast, he didn't need to take a hit. One time he stepped out of bounds, and I was close enough, at least I thought I was. So I went ahead and laid it into him. And we got all tangled up in that chain. And I looked up. The first thing I saw was the yellow flag just dropped it and just draped down over my face mask. And I pulled it to the side, and all I could see was my dad standing over me, looking down, going, just shaking his head side to side. That's the only reaction I ever got out of him in 4 years. He's just shaking his head. Boy. Oh man, that's a fun time back then.
I saw Gunline say that they had fishing teams in the schools down there. That's cool.
I saw that.
Well, that's all over up here.
Okay.
Every school's got a fishing team anymore.
Huh. Interesting. We don't have that around here.
Yeah.
I played on the all-star team with that kid that I hit out of bounds. I asked him, I was like, man, how come you always stepping out of bounds? He said, well, why take a hit? You don't have to. I was like, well, I guess not.
That's pretty smart, I guess.
Yep.
Yeah.
Make your career longer.
Yeah.
You know,
Redfish.
I only got to go to a few ball games after I had graduated, and because I stayed on the road traveling a lot. But there was a boy that was just a few years behind me. For whatever reason, I went to this ball game, and he actually was the quarterback. But every now and then he would actually just run the ball on a high school team. You know, you don't see that a whole lot. But when this boy was running the ball, if he knew he didn't have no out and you're going to tackle him, you were going to bloody pay for it. You hear me? Because he's going to stick you hard as he can. He ain't no way out of it. His helmet's coming right here in your chest. And that's the awfulest racket when that boy would stick somebody tackling him. They knew they were going to pay for that tackle. He's a preacher now.
Yeah.
That's funny.
I played in it was a little bitty high school, but we got to know guys from the other teams quite a bit, and one of them was Darrell Head, and he wasn't but about 5'4" and as wide as he was tall, and he was their middle linebacker and their kicker. He would kick off, and he would run over 3 people and make the tackle. And when he would knock you flat of your butt, he'd reach down and grab you by the hand and pick you up, and he'd go, good hit, man. What do you mean, good hit? I didn't do nothing but get knocked down. He'd knock you down and pick you up and go, good hit, man. But I got to know him. He spent a lot of time in the town where I grew up, and I'd see him on the weekends after we was out of high school, and a lot of people would walk up to him and go up to him and say, "Good hit, man," because everybody had been knocked down by him at least once. Yeah, he only came up to about right here, and that's where he put his face mask on you too.
Mm. Mm. Were you going to get any of this cold weather down your way, Philip, or is it just is it north of you?
I think it's going to get down to right at the freezing mark Monday or Monday morning.
That's a big old cold front, man. It's getting everybody.
And then, but I think it's going to be here for like 2 days, and then it's going to be back to normal.
Now I saw later in the week out of Todd's Way and Brian's Way, it's supposed to really put them in the oven. It's supposed to be some kind of crazy hot out west next week. You heard anything about that, Brian? Is that going to affect you?
That's coming in behind it.
I don't know if it's, yeah, I guess so. Dropping in behind the cold dropping out of the north, I reckon.
Is it going to be? I wish it would bring some rain or something, because we're in terrible need of rain around here. This winter grass never got over about ankle deep. You should have got knee high. And then the ponds are low. And I actually today, walking back in the bee yard, saw cracks in the ground. And that's never happened this time of year since I've been out here. So we're in a world of hurt if we don't get something between now and June.
Yeah, Russell Koopman asking there if a freeze will screw up our flow much. It'll definitely put a whipping on the early flow. The main flow, the tulip poplars, they're not close to blooming yet, so it shouldn't hurt that. But all of the red buds, the maples, the henbit, dead nettle, alders, some miscellaneous stuff that's blooming right now, it'll I believe about all of that's going to be toast.
I saw some blue bonnets on the way in. I haven't seen any here. I hadn't really been out looking for them. If we don't get some rain, it's probably not going to be much of anything. I mean, there's quite a bit of the dewberries. Those white blossoms are everywhere. And I see the bees working them. I just don't know if there's enough of it and it's like 2 weeks worth of bloom at the most.
Well,
we used to have a lot of blackberry around here, but not so much anymore. Everything gets mowed or cut or bush hogged.
Yeah, and there's not an overabundance. I mean, I fed a gallon 2 weeks ago, and they've all taken that down, but it didn't seem, I don't think, and it was super thin, so I didn't expect them to store it. But I'm gonna feed the ones that are light. That was to get them to throw out those frames, and it worked on the strong ones. The weak ones didn't touch the frame.
You know, I put a bucket on a hive here a couple of days ago, and I checked it this morning, and they hadn't hardly took anything. And I got to looking, and you got one right here. No, that's. I don't know if you see that. That thing don't have but 3 little bitty holes in it.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And they ain't hardly getting anything out of it. I drilled some more holes in it. About 6 more holes. If they don't take it down tomorrow, I'll check it again. If they don't take it down, I'll just make the holes bigger. The hive is almost out of food, and it's full of bees. I think that hive brooded up real big, and they eat all their stores.
Yeah, looking at my hives today, I kind of liked what I saw. About every one of them had huge orientation flights going on. So hopefully that means a lot of brood is hatching. That gives me more bees to cover up the brood and less brood to cover
Yeah.
going into this cold spell. So
Yeah.
but a whole lot of orientation going on today. Look nice.
Yeah, ours are growing. I mean, at least I don't know if it was the feed I put on them or what, but there was, 2 weeks ago there was probably 3 to 4 frames of brood, and now there's probably 6 to 8, something like that. And so they've come quite a lot ways in 2 weeks.
It's amazing how much they'll change.
Yeah.
Any of y'all use the buckets?
I don't. I use something similar. It's just a plastic container, but I have to put it inside of a medium shim.
Do we use the buckets? You mean for feeding, Joy?
Yeah.
I use all gallons. I either use quart jars or gallon buckets. That's all I use. That's all.
How many holes do you drill in that?
Depends on the hive what I'm trying to do, Joseph. I'll run from 3 to 10. Depends on what I'm trying to get them to take down. I don't have a set number. I buy them plugs by the hundreds, packs.
Yeah.
And, if I need to change it, I'll just drill more holes. Or if I got too many holes, I'll throw that one away and put in with less holes. I don't have a number that I use. If I'm trying to draw out, and it depends on the size of the colony, of course, but if I'm trying to draw out frames, I'll have more holes. And if I'm just trying to trickle along, keep them alive, I'll have fewer holes. Is all the way I can tell you.
Yeah. I got the quartz figured out what I need to do with them.
Yeah.
But these buckets, I hadn't quite got used to them.
Mm-hmm.
But I got some that's got like 8 holes in it. And I got some more. Well, one of them come from Bob Benny.
Mm-hmm.
And some of them come from I just went blank.
Better be.
No. I'll think of his name in a minute. But they only had 3 holes in there. And I remember him, after I looked at it, I remember him saying that.
Well, like I said, my own personal belief, there's not a set number that you have on everything. I just adjust as needed. So
Yeah, that's him. Nature Image Farms.
Yeah.
And I remember him saying that. So I'm going to just go ahead and put a half a dozen bigger holes in it.
I've got several of the Better Bee gallon buckets with the little screens on them. I like them pretty good. They're the bees will kind of tell you what they're wanting, and they'll propolize if they seem like if they're getting too much, and you can scrape it off, take a little warming screen. I kind of like those screens.
I think that's what these were, Russell.
You can, if you're so inclined. I'd rather take a little beeswax and smear on it if you're trying to cut your flow down out of them screens. I don't know whose post that was. I just caught the tail end of it. Put tape on it. I'd use, if you got some beeswax, that's what I'd close it up with beeswax. If they want more, they'll take it, clean it out.
Yeah.
That's a good idea.
This is one Bob Benny does.
Eric, I use 16th inch when that's a 16th inch drill bit's what I use in my plugs. That's what you don't want a very big one. About as small a bit as you can get. Best way to do it, in my opinion. I should preface that this is my opinion because that's all I'm capable of having.
Ooh, appreciate that, Mark.
I use
Never
it.
done a hole in the bucket lid. It probably worked though.
I use these 2-quart containers I got from the Dollar Tree, but they quit selling them, so I don't know what I'll use when I run out of these. But I bought like 70 of them. But as you can see, there's 5 16th inch holes drilled in the middle of it. That's what I've got a bunch of them with different size holes and different numbers, but that's my preferred. And what they'll do on these is if you leave them on there empty, most of the time they'll propylize those holes shut. So you can always fix your mistakes because you just move over and drill a hole next to it.
I guess that's open for debate.
But the Dollar Tree came up with another one that's the same size or holds the same amount. But the thing is, this one fits inside a medium super, so I can use that as a shim. The other one is just about a 1/4 inch taller than this, and it won't work inside a medium super.
Huh.
So I don't know. I'll have to go to Deets for my shims is really all I can do on those.
You see that question? You see that question there? It says worst place to get. The question is worst place to get stung by a bee. That's what I was talking about. It's open for debate.
Oh well.
I got lots of work for it.
The worst place to get stung that you can talk about without some embarrassment would be an eyelid, I'm going to say.
Yeah, it'd be pretty bad.
I would say inside the nose, but I hadn't been stung inside the nose yet.
Or inside your ear. I've been stung inside the ear a few times. But I'm still going to say eyelid. There's very few people that their eyes won't swell closed if you get stung on the eyelid.
Yeah, I got stung the last time I was out here on the cheek. And that was another thing. I got some mean bees out here because the last time I went out here and was getting stuff out of the back of the truck, I got chased off and stung. But I had been in those bees all day, so I was like, well, they're just mad at me. Well, I got here 2 weeks later and was getting stuff out of the truck, and I hadn't even walked out to the bees, and they were bouncing off my head. I sure wish I knew where you was coming from. I'd take care of that.
Yeah, I'll have to.
As
far as where you get stung at, kind of, I won't say regular, but what Mark said there at the under a fingernail, or at the base of your fingernail, the cuticle.
Anywhere.
It hurts more than you
that'll
think.
wake you up.
That fingertip is tough. You're right.
They all hurt for just a little bit, but then you forget where it was. You just remember you got stung somewhere.
Mm-hmm. Well, today I only got stung on my fingertips, and every time was because I pinched a bee. Not that they weren't trying to sting me; they just couldn't get to me.
I get stung a lot on my ring finger. Now, the first thing I do, I'll pull my ring off as soon as I get stung on it. But I don't know if the bees like the gold or what it is. But
I was wearing those black neoprene gloves, and just if you pinch one, that stinger's coming through that.
Hey, Rodney.
What Eric says. Best place to get stung is on somebody else.
Yeah.
Yeah, Chris said the nail area. That hurts. That hurts.
One of the worst places I ever got stung was right here. And I don't know why. I guess that girl hit a nerve. And I'm telling you, it's like I got hit with a bow and arrow. It burned for a long time. It even bled. So it might have been because she hit a blood vessel.
Yeah.
Yeah, when a sting bleeds, you know that she nailed you.
Yeah, yeah, those are good. Those leave like a little pimple.
I seen her coming from about 25 feet away.
Uh-oh.
I was already through, and I'd already walked back away from the bee yard, and I seen her when she come out from under a little pine tree that was growing there. She come out of it and run right into me right here and latched on.
Yeah.
Most of my stings after a week or so turn into like a little freckle or something, and they'll stay there another week or so.
This was actually red up until this morning. There's still a little spot there. She stung me through my sleeve, and I couldn't get the stinger out, and I wasn't fixing to pull my sleeve up and try to get it out. And when I got through, it was blood red.
Yeah.
I like what Mark said there. The bees that are really angry seem to hurt worse. I wonder if they can prime their sting with some advanced warning. It's like they pump one in the chamber before they get you or something. I don't know.
They push real hard.
Yeah.
I know. I got stung on the forearm through my jacket. It's that cloth part of the jacket, and man, I mean, they don't usually sting through it, but this one did, and it had like a baseball in my forearm.
Wow.
She gave me everything through the jacket. Most of the time when they sting through a jacket or gloves, it's not quite as bad as just skin to skin.
Yeah, and if you don't pay any attention and don't get that stinger out, that makes a world of difference too. That little thing just sits there and keeps on pumping.
Yeah.
Get the full load, it'll make a welt.
I always get asked, does it help my arthritis? I say, I don't know. I'm always hurting, so I don't know.
Yeah.
I missed one. I don't know if I posted that one or not. Me and my wife actually got to do a elementary school Monday. My wife kind of gets in her element there. She's a retired school teacher, so we get the screen set up, get her PowerPoint going. I just sit down and let her go. She'll throw a question toward me every now and then just to make sure I'm paying attention. I had to make you wave, Tom, just to be safe. I had never told Keith what happened last week.
Oh, man. Good Lord.
Somebody logged in with your name on there. They even had your picture.
Yeah.
Me?
There.
Yeah. I forgot about that.
Uh-oh.
I opened it up right quick and we got flashed.
Uh-oh.
Had to go back and edit the video.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't know that.
I was disappointed in Keith for that.
So from now on, I make sure everybody's moving around instead of just a picture of them looking at the camera.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Well, that's pretty crazy.
Yeah, I tried to listen to you guys last week, but when I'm at my mom's house, it lags so much that I can't keep up with what y'all are talking about at the time. So it keeps falling behind. So I finally get frustrated and turn it off.
Hey, Mark, Mark says it takes a lot of endurance to be a school teacher. I'm gonna tell you something. I had 27 years working in the prison facility, and I went and watched what my wife did at school. And I said, "Ain't no way. I'll go back to prison. I'll help run it." And she did high schools.
Man.
You guys want to see this cool picture that I took?
Let's see it.
Wow.
White
Somebody-
squirrels.
Somebody bleached the squirrels.
That's a racist picture right there.
Well, when you can take the squirrels and put them in bleach water for an hour, and that's what happens. No, I can't take credit for that picture, but there is a guy on here that can take credit for it.
Yep.
Which one is it? That one?
Out of my backyard. I see them every day.
That guy over there.
You got
You pointed at me. When it's
Occasionally, you'll
spring,
see
it's hard
people
to-
that have
hard to
pictures.
figure out who you pointing at?
Occasionally, you'll see pictures that people have of the albino deer.
Yeah, and I've seen that.
I'm not really a deer hunter. I'm not really opposed to it, but I'm not really a deer hunter. But I got to be honest with you, and to each their own. I'm not throwing any judgment at anybody, but if I seen one in the wild, I don't think I could harvest it. I think I just have to let that one ride.
Well, you know, we used to have
most ways to kill a piebald or a full albino.
What?
we had some they
The
turned
law in
loose
most
back in the
states, that's
70s,
law.
and
But you could not kill them.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, it's against the
Okay.
law.
I did not know that. That's interesting.
Breaker 19. We had some that were turned loose in our area back in the 70s that were they wasn't totally white, they were kind of like Holsteins, and
A white squirrel is a
nobody would ever shoot them around here.
or albino grays. There's only 2 or 3 places in the United States supposedly where they're at, and I live in the town I live in is one of them. We've had them for years here. There's
Must have
probably
some-
there's
something
probably 4 or 5, 3 to 500. I'm going to say in this area. They do a squirrel count every year. The local colonies, and they keep track of them pretty close. But they're a true albino. They're pink-eyed. But I got 3 of them that spend about every day in my backyard.
Oh, that's really cool.
I took those and I gave some to Tom. I made postcards out of the picture.
I've got to be the hardest job in the world counting squirrels. It'll be like 1, 2, 3 squirrel.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Where was I?
Oh, man.
yeah, we used to have some of the black squirrels around here.
Yeah, there's a few of them in places. Used to be a lot of them.
So I'll give you a fun fact you all probably didn't know, that Olney, Illinois has been home of the albino squirrels since 1902.
Only Illinois?
Yeah, Olney, Olney.
Oh, not only.
Huh.
Olney. Okay.
That's
Where
a
is
little
that?
factoid that Mr. JW put on there. That's his picture and his postcard.
That was
Just
probably
some old
back,
squirrels.
back when he used to paint his hives. They probably got in his paint.
I bet. I
That's
guarantee
been
that's
a
what
long
it is.
time ago since I painted the hives. I can tell you that.
You know what, Joey? That's a good point. He's ornery enough that he'd probably try to dupe everybody around there with some sort of, something
He
or
sprayed
other.
them.
Yeah.
I've sprayed a lot of coons, but I never did spray a squirrel. we got some yellow coons, we got some blue coons, I can tell you. But I've made them that way.
Yellow coon.
Yep.
Never seen
The
that.
that yellow marking paint, that's what I use on to mark them. People say they come back if you don't move them at least 20 miles. That's all baloney.
I don't know. They might find somewhere else they want to be on the way.
That's what I tell them. Just to check that out, for 2 years, 1 year I painted them all yellow, and 1 year I painted them all blue, and I never had one of them ever come back. I didn't take them 20 miles, every one of them either.
Snowing at Russell Koopman's house.
Yeah.
Yeah, poor old Russell, he's having a go of it.
Yeah, somebody on Charlie's live last night was talking about being bombarded with snow.
I think maybe that was Russell, wasn't it?
Somebody else. Russell might have said it too.
I'll tell you one thing, Mr. Villa.
Yes, sir.
I'm tired, I can barely wiggle. I started at 6:30 this morning. I just walked in the house before we came on.
What were you up to today?
Unloaded pieces. Well, Tom,
Nate?
Matt and Nick were out here. They didn't get out here. Well, Nate got here pretty early, you know. Matt, he didn't show up till it's time to quit.
He was probably eating cereal and watching soap operas this morning.
Mm-hmm. So, so anyway, we unloaded that, went through all those hives that Matt had out here. And they did. I unloaded that whole trailer a piece at a time, or they helped some too. So,
Well, golly.
my old back's about had her.
They must not be as much help as I am then. Them kids.
I was muted, Brad. I'm gonna say, hey, Brad, again.
UP, Michigan, yep. I don't doubt that, Russell.
So did those guys?
For them, though, they're used to getting 12, 15 foot a year up there in the UP, most of them places, or some of them places.
Too much snow.
Yeah.
Hey, Dennis.
Well, gentlemen, I'm gonna have to bail out early. Been fun. Now, Joey, if I pop up again, it ain't me. So don't let me in tonight.
All right.
Hey, Todd.
Hey,
Just
Keith.
wave at me if it's you. Just
Turn around and moon you if it's you, Todd.
There you go. Yeah, Todd can take my place. I'll see you boys later.
Good night.
appreciate you coming on.
No problem.
My account.
Always enjoy it.
Looky there, there's a California kid.
Man, it's hot over here. It was hot today. I went through every box I had and moved up brood so I could do some easy splits. I'm wiped out. It was humid today too.
I feel your pain.
I swear it was probably 15% humidity. I'm not ready for that.
15%.
Shut up, Todd. I was feeling your pain until you said that.
Oh man.
I don't even know what the humidity was here.
It was pretty high here. I don't either. I have no idea. But I just got in the house, just like JW said. He just got in. I just got in too. 10 minutes ago, maybe.
It's not bad. It's 73 right now here, the humidity.
Yeah, I don't know.
73 degrees or 73%?
73% humidity right now. That's not too bad.
Well, now I'm going to have to look and see what it is here.
Minus 16C at Brad Oggs. Oh, wow, Brad. Ain't you the lucky one?
It is 37%, which is pretty pretty good for around here.
Yeah.
And it's 77 degrees right now.
80% in Orlando.
You know, it's pretty common to have 80, 90% around here. People don't hardly believe that, but it's that.
I believe it.
If we're below 80%, we've had a low humidity day.
Well, you kind of in a swampy area too, isn't you? Aren't you?
Oh, no.
Riverbed or anything like that?
Rivers, you know, like,
Yeah.
I don't know.
That makes it.
Tom said something about you living in a swamp last time we talked about your place.
You're a liar.
About
He's a liar.
so
I would never say anything like
Randy.
that. 50% humidity here and 73 degrees.
Oh man.
Tom's doing his Sawmill Charlie invitation.
Yeah.
Pringles.
Yeah, I mentioned we got that class Monday with the elementary. Saturday, I'm going to it's a beginner's thing. I'm not talking, or at least I don't think I'm talking. If he needs me to, I will. But he's asked me if I go. He's going to have the guy that's over it. He's going to have some several hives out in the yard, and he's wanting me to take. He's wanting several of us to take a group of people that can go get around and see what's going on and just show them how to inspect the hive. So I'm gonna have to fake my way through that.
You didn't say fake.
Hey, Joyce, 70, 100%. What's that commercial guy over at Poplarville? They're east of you. What's his name?
Darren Strauss.
Kraus?
Strauss, that's one of them. He's in Poplarville.
Okay. That's the one I couldn't.
But there's another commercial guy there too. Darren is the big commercial guy. He does. They do honey and they do pollination all over the country. They just make this big cycle all over the country.
What's his last name, you know?
Strauss.
It's Kraus. Oh, that is the Kraus. Okay.
Yeah.
See the guy that was making the suckers? That's not the same person, right?
No, that's somebody else.
That's Jeff.
Thomas.
What's his last name? Yeah.
Now,
those were good.
there's another guy that's in Poplarville, is commercial too, but he don't do a lot of pollination. He does move some of his hives around out through the Delta and everything on cotton, but he don't go all over the country. And he's a pretty big commercial guy too. He probably don't get over 5,000, but Darren will get up 11 to 15,000 hives. That's crazy.
Wow.
And we got another guy in Lumberton area. He's a big commercial guy too, and he usually got about 6,000 to 8,000. He sold his company out last year, but he contracted to stay on for 5 years, as if he still owned the company. You know, just to run it, show him how to get prepared for everything. You know. But they go, each one of those big guys, they go, let's just say this is the beginning. Their hives come from California off the almonds. They bring them to Mississippi, split everything down, get them ready for June to go up into Minnesota, up in that area. And then they move some of them over to the Dakotas, North and South Dakotas. And by the time they're done there, they warehouse them in Idaho. Is it Idaho? Where they got them big
Or
Most of them
Montana.
Utah,
or Iowa, all up in there.
Utah, I think, isn't it?
Yep. They winterize them right there, and as soon as California's ready, they move them back down to California
Yeah.
and just start the whole thing again. They're only about 30 minutes from me, 40 at the most.
Yeah.
5.
What them? There was them colored ladies from Poplarville was going pretty strong on the country music. I don't know what's happened to them. You don't see.
I don't hear them very much anymore. They did a lot of overseas touring too.
Yeah. So maybe I can't. Chapel Hive or Chapel.
Yeah, I'll look it up.
Chapel something.
Chapel Heart.
Yeah. Chapel Heart.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's them.
Yeah. Yeah. That's them.
Country singers. Pop and country.
Mm-hmm. Hey, Southern Russell and Northern Russell, right there together. You boys got your tails together. Southern and Northern Russell, all on the
Hey,
same,
Russ.
all on the same chat screen. What's up, Melissa? Tom's got you muted.
I know. I'm trying to coach him on how to share his screen, so that's why I was muted, so you couldn't hear me tell him how inept with technology he is.
Was that supposed to be helpful, or
Yeah,
was that supposed to hurt?
It was like constructive criticism.
Oh, here we go. Ding, ding, ding. Round one.
Hey,
Do you see this crazy
Hey,
hair?
Tom,
Get out in the yard today.
Tom, when your lips are doing this, your ears are not working.
Yeah, I know. I'm trying not to hear her right now, Joey. That's by design.
But yeah, whenever you're ready, you just do the share screen down there, and then it'll put it in the bottom, and then you just have to add it.
I have lost my Cheetos. Here we go.
Hey, Tom,
Brad, I
what
know
you
that
tell
'cause my wife
Melissa
tells
is,
me that all the time.
yeah, what you tell her, Tom, is, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to push your buttons. I was trying to hit mute.
Oh, that's a good one. I like that.
We're trying to mute the wrong person there.
I like
Philip.
that.
We're trying to mute the wrong person.
Just
Hey,
always remember, say, you're right, I'm wrong, I'm sorry. Nothing else.
Those don't belong in my vocabulary.
Yeah.
Hey, Joey, I want to share this screen and show some pictures that I took today, if it's okay.
Okay. Share away.
So here is we just went through some colonies, some double deep colonies today, and this is what we were seeing. We didn't see this kind of drone brood in all of them, but there was a bunch of them that were. We had some that were as small as about 3 frames of brood, and some were as big as probably 7 or 8. Most of them probably fell in that 5 to 6, 7-ish. That were all pretty good brood frames, but some of them were down around 3, and some of them might be like half frames that we would, put a couple together and figure out, what we got. But that was some of the drone brood. This was kind of a cool picture I took on portrait mode. Sometimes I try to take these pictures so I can get something for the honey show deal, but this was a top box, pretty for the most part what I've seen. So we're thankful that there's definitely a lot of population on these, because we're getting ready to have a cold snap here that's pretty frigid, down in the 20s. And then this was really common on a lot of frames. This is all pollen. They're starting to get a little bit diverse in the colors here too, which is kind of nice. And then this is my short girlfriend right here. who can't seem to get out in the box as well unless she's standing on something. So,
And my clean brand new jacket.
oh yeah, and she got that's her brand new jacket too that she's got. But here's some. I mean, we've seen a lot of brood frames, much like what you guys are seeing right here on this. Both sides, and like I said, as many as 6 to 7 of them is about the most that I've seen in them. Just a close-up picture of that. And most of those queens had some pretty good brood patterns. Oh, and this was the goat. Anyway, I'll stop sharing.
I saw quite a lot of greens and grays in the pollen today. I don't know what that is.
Elm?
It could be elm. I got a lot of elm around here.
I think elm is really kind of a real pale color.
Kind of a pale greenish, grayish green.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there was multi. Some of it was almost blue. But yeah, it was a whole lot of that. It might. I do have a lot of elm trees here.
That's what I said, Brad. That's what I thought. But I had some that looked like that. It had 2-story frames in them. I don't know why they was wanting to make so many drone frames. I guess they were just drone crazy. Let's see. All right, we got 52 thumbs up, and there's 99 people in here. Come on, y'all. Please.
Oh, yeah, you're right at 99.
Hit that thumbs up.
I don't think
Or
from my
thumbs
screen.
down, it don't matter. You can hit thumbs up or thumbs down. It don't matter. They both do the same thing. Get attention.
There you go. You got more now. Joey will dance for thumbs.
I don't know about that.
Brian, I did see some cups. Yes.
I did too.
Empty cups.
Yeah, they're all empty.
I had a couple charged ones.
Did you really?
I went ahead and split them anyway. I didn't know where the queen was at.
So I'll say some of these colonies that we have here in the St. Louis area, they're not going to make it. You know, I'm planning on doing a bunch of splitting in the first week of April. They're not going to make it that far. So trying to figure out what I want to do. We got a cold snap here, so I didn't. I did dive down in some boxes today just to kind of see where they were at. Sometimes I noticed the nest will be offset to one side, so I manipulated it back to the center and put honey frames next to it there, because I know they're going to cluster up for a couple of days for us. And I think I didn't equalize any colonies yet. I think I'm going to hold off. I might try to do some equalization before we do some splitting, but I think that what I might do in some of those really robust ones, I'm going to put empty boxes of deep boxes on them and let them start drawing those combs out too. Maybe that'll hold them back just a little bit before we can split. Brian, did you notice them between the boxes on your areas, or is it on the combs, or a mixture of both? So, Brian, I think Melissa and I are going to check a bag on the plane, and we're going to throw our bee jackets in there. So if you want to go out and do some bee work in the yards, I would absolutely love to do that.
Are you speaking in Denver, Tom?
No.
Oh.
I'm Melissa's working the honey show, and I'm going to be speaking to Brian Zavada.
Where's the honey show at? In Denver?
No, it's actually in Pueblo, which is I believe it's south of Colorado Springs.
Yeah.
It's not too far outside of Denver. Yeah. We were down there last year. It was a pretty good little deal, but this one's just a beginner track, so I don't think Brian and I are even going to go. Melissa's going to work the honey show, and him and I are going to go bum around. But they did ask. Well, they did ask me to sit on a panel, and I said I didn't know if I wanted to do that. Yeah, Drew called. I told Brian that the other day. I'm
Right,
not sure.
Tom, did you happen to notice most of your colonies about the same, or did you see like a big dip in some of them?
Depended on the yard.
So that kind of depended on the yard. So I went through 2 yards today. The first yard I went through, it varied a little bit, but that yard's been a little bit weird from time to time. And they didn't have a really good fall flow. So I'm wondering if half of them were like really good. The other half were just, they're okay. All of them are going to survive. I'm not worried about that. But it's really nice when they're all equally strong or equally weak or whatever, because otherwise you have to go back and start moving a whole lot of stuff around, and that just takes a long time to do. It's kind of a pain, honestly. That's why I said I think I might add, just instead of equalizing some of those colonies, I'll let the slower ones build up, and I'll add boxes to the bigger ones so I can get them to draw some comb in the meantime, and then split them. I'm trying to figure out the easiest way to do it that doesn't require me going back through them again.
Yeah, when I start going through a yard, small or large, first one to look at, and I'm wondering, now, is this going to be what everything looks like, or anything else better, or anything else weaker? And I go to another one that's just like it. I say, okay, I know what the game plan is now. And then I go to another one, and it's the other way, or either wide open, extreme. What's up, Brad?
Still this crap outside. Yeah, the weather doesn't look like it's going to get much warmer anytime soon either.
You kind of get cabin fever with all that, don't you?
Yeah. We spent the day in town doing our grocery shopping for the.
Oh yeah.
I was going to say for the week, but I don't think we go even every week.
Hey, Joey.
Hey.
But,
I'm sitting here, bugs bouncing off of me, but there's a June bug. Do you know what time of year it is? Not even close to June.
Let me see.
Let me see if I can get him. Let's see here. Come on now.
Why they call them June bugs, you reckon?
They're supposed to be round in June, I guess, but this one's showed up in March.
It's blurry.
It's blurry. Keep flying off.
I'm looking at the temperatures, trying to make my plans, and it looks like I won't be getting anything until April. So I watched your video making splits today, Joey. It gave me hope. It gave me the strength to carry on.
I hope I didn't mess it up too much for you.
You did a good job. You kind of messed that one up, though, didn't you? You forgot which. How come you put the nuke on the top on that one?
I don't know. I realized that after I got home and downloaded the video, I said, "Hey, something ain't right there." I had to go back and redo that one.
No, I love using that method to make nukes, but I never use another box. So
yeah,
would it work out just as well if you put, brood chamber, queen excluder, spare box, and then your nuke? Would it work out as well?
It probably would, but my theory is always to put all my, even though I got a queen excluder there, put all the brood back together where they can equalize real good. They may migrate what they need at the, they may skip that box and get up there. I don't know.
You know what? I'm just remembering that I have done that in at least the third box, and it's worked great. Now, very strong colony though, right?
Yeah,
lots of bees to fill those boxes. But if you have, then
I may try that on purpose. I wish I'd have caught that when I was doing that. I would have looked at it. If I'd have figured that out then, I'd have looked at it and just saw how much they migrated.
Save you some work.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, you got to
take that extra box off.
One box up, then
take it off. Yeah. Yeah. I comment that I've noticed that when I do that, you put the brood in the box, you set it above the queen excluder, the bees come up and everything, and you came back the next day, right?
Yeah.
Do that. I usually do that too. I've noticed that those, I guess it makes sense that the bees in that box are young bees. So I can take that box just about anywhere I want, take it
Yep.
near or far. I can set it, 50 feet away or whatever, and the bees stay in that box pretty good. Don't have a lot of flyback.
Yep.
Where's your quack? Hang your quack in?
Yeah, that box actually, once you put that divider board in, you won't see a lot of activity in that entrance for a couple of days. To
No foragers.
some of your older
Yeah.
nurse bees will mature some more
Yeah. Yeah.
and start flying.
Cool. So
Yeah, that would save some trouble.
what kind of temperatures are you seeing right now to use the double screen board?
Now, Todd, you back?
No, that's not him. Don't click on it, Joey. It's an imposter. See?
He's sticking his thumb up.
He looks shifty. Don't click
That's
him
not his
in.
thumb.
Ah, darn it. Listen here, buddy. Keep it clean or you're out.
You said you wasn't coming back, man.
Oh. No, I hit the wrong damn button. I'm trying to send John an email.
Hey, where'd you get that cool hat from?
The symposium we had here a couple weeks ago.
Oh.
So Joey, the question was about the temperatures. So using a double screen board, what temperatures are you seeing right now?
It's been nice today. I didn't even look at the temp.
But you're overnight.
Nice, but
It get pretty cold?
tomorrow we're gonna be like 30 degrees Monday night and early Tuesday morning around 30 degrees. But that's supposed to be our last one.
Yeah, it's a bit chilly.
Anything after that, I can just take them anywhere I want to. Then in a 5-frame nuke or whatever.
It's funny. There's not a lot of people here use a double screen board, which you'd think we would with the cooler temperatures in the spring.
Mm-hmm.
They're so maybe it just makes, in my opinion, just makes everything so much easier. You don't have to worry about shaking a bunch of bees. You just take what's needed. The bees decide what they need.
Yeah, well, that method is ideal, but usually when I do that or anybody I know does that, they don't use a double screen board. They just take that off and set it on a bottom board or something. I use my little. Sorry, I got a sneeze brew in here. I use my little 4-framers because they're exactly half a 10. So I can make 2 of them at one time, set them up there, outfit them, and let the bees come up. And then it's super easy. I just take that away. Sorry, this sneeze is going to get the best of me yet.
God bless you in advance.
Thanks.
Gesundheit or whatever.
Well, that's a good method anyway. I like that method. Any method that doesn't make me find the queen, it's a good method. I think it's largely because it's maybe not less work than finding the queen, but it's more predictable. Sometimes you find a queen in a minute, and sometimes it takes you half an hour. It's just more predictable working through the yard. How long that's going to take you, what you can get done in a day.
Somebody asked me one time, "How do you find the queen?" I said, "By accident."
By accident.
I handed a frame one time, and there wasn't a whole lot of bees on it. I had a guy come by, a nuke, and he was watching me, and I'd look at it, and kind of show him some things, and put it in his equipment. I picked one up, and I said, "You want to look at this one?" He said, "Sure." He took it, and I said, "What do you see?" And he kept telling me what he was seeing. I said, "Yep, but that's not what I'm asking about. What else you see?" "Oh, there's a drone." I said, "Yep, that's not what I'm asking about. What
Big
else?"
fat queen walking around.
Yeah, she was running all over the frame, and he had sorry.
Sometimes you just can't see them. I got some queens from a friend one year, and those were just the worst queen because they were colored exactly like broodcomb.
Yeah.
They were just that shade, and he said too. He said those darn queens, I can't find them. I would look for those queens for an hour looking for a queen in a 6-frame box.
And you know what's amazing? And when I first started beekeeping, I was always looking for this. And you see it in pictures and photos a lot, or videos people show. You'll see that little line of bees, that little circle of the
Yeah,
bees, and it's
yeah,
perfect.
yeah,
You'll see her moving around, but it's not always like that.
yeah. I actually
So
hardly ever
sometimes
see
that
that.
circle of bees are covered up with other bees.
I hardly ever see that.
Yeah,
I don't ever, like, if I see that, I know what it is. But
yeah. You can see
yeah,
it if there's not a lot of bees there, but
yeah, yeah.
sometimes
And I
they're
think a
out
lot of times
there too.
what makes a queen hide that I can't see her is if she's laying an egg, she's only that big.
She
You
looks
know,
just like
you,
everybody else.
you can only see the thorax and the head. Do you mark your queens?
Sometimes I will, but most of the time I don't practice it too much.
Yeah,
Unless it's a nuke and the person wants it marked.
right, right. Well, I remember when I started marking mine, it just changed my world.
Hmm.
For quite a few years, I was kind of afraid to do it. I didn't want to handle the queens and whatnot, and then I learned how, and it just changed everything for me. I can't do the pen like Selena does. Get the
Uh,
queen in one hand and get that pen
no,
out and take the lid off, hold it in your hand, and mark the queen, and then put the lid back on and back in your pocket without getting covered in ink. That's
they
skill.
just make it look so daggum easy. It's
Yeah,
pathetic.
yeah.
I always look for them queens. I'm looking for that one moving backwards, like my mentor taught me.
Yeah.
Queen's moving backwards.
That was
Go
last
ahead,
week.
would go running backwards all over
That,
the hive.
that was last week. It looked like the video was going backwards. Hey, Jeff, there's the honey spoon man right there. Tom.
Yeah, I need to get some samples of those things because I'm telling you, Joey, I have no idea where those three went. You had those three flavors there, and I can't find them for the life of me.
Did you watch Ian today in his wintering shed checking bird frames?
I missed that one.
Pretty entertaining. I told him, I said, it's always an entertaining video when you drop an F-bomb or two. Because he was getting stung to death.
No, not Ian.
Yeah, he got stung a lot. Of course, I was sitting there just laughing. Because it's not me.
I'll have to go watch it. I am way behind on watching everybody's videos.
Well, I watched your split video while I was building pallets in the shed, in the wood shop.
I've been thinking about spreading my bees out instead of having them clumped together like I got here in my main yard. Either make a short rail and just put 2 hives on it, or either get two-way pallets and just kind of spread them out a little bit. I think it'd be easier on the robin.
You got any critters that would get into a two-way pallet a little too easily, or think it would be safe?
I don't know.
It's only 5 inches up, so
Yeah, that's something to think about too.
Mike is running some, so he should have some information on that. It's easier for things like skunks and what to get at them, but you can deal with skunks.
Yeah.
I put my two-way pellets up on 8-inch block.
You look at Ian's honey crop, and you know why his brood chambers sit right on the ground when his second pole is 8 feet high.
Yeah. Well, that's me when I go like 3 deeps and have to put a medium on top. It's pretty
Yeah.
high on
Yeah.
that rail and on the block.
Even mine, some of the ones at home, I've got them on a 6-inch high stand, and boy, in honey harvest, it gets tough to lift them if there's 4 deeps or heaven forbid 5.
Oh, I'm changing the subject a little bit. I got some new lifter arms from Boris.
Oh, we did.
I got them in. It's an upgraded version. Man, that made it. It was almost like having a brand new lifter.
Oh yeah.
Yep. They're a little bit longer.
Mm-hmm.
Just by a little bit, and they're square off the tube instead of tilted, angled up. They're more square with the
Okay.
lifter, and it just flows so much better.
Nice.
Getting on and off. And you know where you used to have that little tab that would stop it from the flippers from flipping all the way around?
Yeah.
He don't have that no more. He's got a tip on the end of that flapper that hits the bar, the lifter arm,
Okay.
and it won't go no further. So you don't have to put that tab on there.
Okay. Okay.
Instead, let's see if I got that other one in here. There used to be an extra one in here. This tab right here. That little tab.
Yeah.
He don't need any anymore because right here he put a little wing sticking out and it hits on this.
Okay.
Right here. And it hits right there and stop.
Nice.
It just comes out about a 1/2 inch. So he don't need to put that on there no more. And see how that's angled? Right here.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
It's got that angle.
Oh, I see.
Looking up. Now it's straight just like that.
Mm-hmm.
It even picked up some of my homemade boxes that I never could pick up with the other ones. It worked a lot better. He didn't give them to me. I had to buy them, but it was worth the purchase.
You guys use stands like that. Have you ever considered maybe getting or making a custom bottom board, turning that box so that you can work your frames parallel from your body?
Yeah.
Perpendicular all the time. It looks very awkward to me, is why I ask.
I know you're having to reach like this to work the bees. That's what I say. I could make them shorter, just where it would hold 2 boxes, and I could work from the end.
Mm-hmm.
Have one hive looking this way and one looking that way, and I still work from the side instead of reaching over. And I think that would work a lot better for me. And I could spread them out. That's the way the guy that taught me and Mike and Jeff Harchoff, he used to have the little rails, and they were on blocks, but he only put 2 hives on each rail. They were short enough that they were almost together.
Because I don't think there's any law that says you can't turn that quarter return. Put the entrance on the long side, right?
Yep.
And then you can work it from the back still, and now you're parallel to frames.
I think it'd be a lot easier on me.
It might change the dynamic of how they set the hive up, because now, the back frame is completely, not exposed to the entrance at all, and almost the entirety of the front one is. So they might set that nest up a little bit differently. They might move it more toward the back. I don't know. It'd be interesting to see.
JW, did you see what Brian wrote there a minute ago?
I figure he's trying to stir up trouble. He's trying to break up our friendship.
Well, I was kind of curious about that hive lifter. What's the dealio on that?
What is the deal? I want to know also.
Brian said that you something about you looking into a hive lifter for me. I guess I don't know.
Yeah, but I don't know if you'd appreciate it or not.
Know about that one?
Yeah, I'd appreciate it. I'm not that way.
I told you, Elga.
Yeah, right.
Huh?
Well, I don't know about that.
You need a Elga or a Hilda, and then that'll solve two problems.
Yeah,
Your lack of a cook and your lack of a hive lifter.
they'd be my hive lifter.
Good.
Yeah.
Get you a good Norwegian woman. I'm telling you, that'll work.
Loma Helga.
I'm working on it, but you're gonna have to give me a little time. You're kind of a hard, when I pop out that photo, don't seem to help the situation.
Well,
said,
hey, cameras don't like me. I know that.
Let's say which one is it? The one in front or the one behind?
Well, don't hurt yourself looking.
See, I told you wouldn't appreciate me.
No, I didn't say that. I just said don't hurt yourself looking.
I need a hive lifter. I'm gonna hive lift. Joey, I'm sorry, but I can't hardly hold my head up for my eyes. I'm so tired.
Why are you tired?
You got lots of expert opinions there. Because I've been going since 6:30 this morning and haven't stopped. So
I think Todd's got a question for you before you leave.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, but I'm not quite the social creature that he is. I can solve his problem real quick.
It'd be a really short question.
Well, I appreciate that, but I'm going to bow out, Joseph.
Hey, how come those guys made you do all the work?
Yeah, that was my question.
Well, here's my answer.
Yeah, Irish goodbye. Yeah, I knew it.
Seen that coming.
He was looking for his cursor on the screen, and he found it.
Cindy, welcome to the chat. I just seen you in here.
She had something about bees in her house. She can't get them out.
See you later, Randy.
See you, Randy.
First time I saw her in here, somebody had asked her where she was located.
Ohio.
Ohio.
Get Maccabee's Tom to go up and help her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if he does removals or not.
No idea.
Might know somebody.
Well, I think I'm going to hit it too. I got to stir up some dinner.
Yeah, I think I am.
Hey, wait a minute. Hang on a minute.
For what?
When you coming back to St. Louis?
I don't know. I can't go to St. Louis now. I could go to Tennessee, but now I can't go to St. Louis.
Why?
I told you why.
Kick you out?
No.
I can find you a lady with property here.
Did the law catch up with you?
I can find one here too.
Yeah, every time he comes in
Probably.
here, Brad, he makes a lot of bad decisions. He gets himself in trouble, and I can't help him out.
Yeah. You can
Play
only visit
stupid
one
games
state
and win
at a
stupid
time.
prizes.
See, that's
I
what I'm
was a
saying. You
saint.
get, yeah.
I was a saint when I came into St. Louis this year.
Yeah.
I'm sure.
You know, Brad, I do my best to try to keep these guys in the straight and narrow, but you know, they're grown men, you know. I'm just going to say that.
Well, we all can't be altar boys like you.
Well, you know what? Next time, maybe you'll take notes. Okay, bring a notebook, and I'll do the first session. It's gonna be a freebie. Okay.
Did I hear somebody say something about looking for a wife or looking for a life?
Oh, he wants a wife, property. She needs to have at least 100 or 200 acres.
Hey, that reminds me, I've got to go meet some property owners tomorrow to put some more bees on their property. They
In St. Louis?
No, over here.
Oh.
I think they said they have 45 acres, 50 acres, so I have some room. I did a bunch of grafting today, so I might make it into a mating yard or something. I don't know.
How far away is it?
It's take me 15 minutes to get there. It's not too far. It's right up in the foothills of the Sierras. So the very first question I'm going to ask them is, do you have a rattlesnake problem? And if the answer is yes, that place is not for me.
Yeah, I would be inclined to agree with that.
That's a hard no, because they'll crawl right out of underneath pallets, and I'm like, nah.
Yeah, that would be a tough one. You'll be down there trying to work something, and you'll be having to go out and buy some of those big, thick wader boots that they have that are snake proof.
Yeah, or some gaiters.
Leggings.
Put those on. Yeah. No, I don't have time for that foolishness. That's not what I want to do. But we'll see what happens.
I heard, Todd, that those rattlesnakes black widows.
Yeah. Well, I wish they did. I'm glad they're not at the farm though. Yeah. I'm not too fond of those either, but I can handle those.
I think if you start up a new yard in that neck of the woods, do you name each one of your yards?
Number 1, number 2, number 3. Yeah.
Oh, okay. You don't put like names in them. Like we have one that's Sturdy Farms. We call it the Sturdy Yard. One is a guy his last name's Harmon, so we call it the Harmon Yard.
Yeah.
I don't know. We just get real creative on it. I think if you start one up, a yard, you need to name it Loma Helga.
Yeah. Well, that makes no sense. There's no Helga there.
There could be.
No.
Name it, there would be.
See? If you name it, they'll come.
Yeah, well, that's why it's going to be whatever number it is.
So how many, if you start one more yard, how many will that make? 3 or 4?
2.
Oh,
I only have 1 yard. Yeah, I squeeze everything I have into there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I mean, my number is going to be 50, but it'll be 50 over at the farm, and then it could be another number at the other, at this other place.
Not going to be a commercial guy nowhere close by.
No, not where that one is. Where I'm at now, yeah, there is. But I talked to him, so we're cool. He moved. Well, he didn't move a lot of bees back in after almonds. He's got some nukes there, so I'm not worried about that.
If you don't want him to come back, go get a couple of really aggressive hives and start dropping 3 or 4 drone frames in them. If he's doing a bunch of mating there, he'll only do it once.
He said he made a lot of wildflower honey there last year, and I said, yeah, I was thinking about starting to put out some purple feed this year. And now there's nukes there, so I'm all right.
I bet he got the message.
I told him, I said, I'm right across the street, like 500 yards away.
Yeah, that's pretty close.
Yeah. He did, but he didn't know I was there, so he knows now.
Yeah. So let me ask you this: Do you think that you live in an area, because you had 75 hives? Is that right?
Yeah.
Do you think that? Well, you had them there for quite some time. Would 75 colonies do well and produce a nice honey crop for you in one location?
In that area, probably there's a lot out there, but I'll split it up. I'll put some at the other place if I get it.
Call
I'll
that
call
other
it
place.
Snake Gulch.
Yeah, call that next place the rattlesnake yard.
Yeah. Yeah. Gosh, I hope it doesn't have. I don't care about snakes. I just don't like rattlesnakes. Like I said, it's right at the base of the foothills, and if there's any kind of rock or boulders on their property, they're probably going to have rattlesnakes. So we'll see. I'll find out. But I don't know how many, there's a lot of space out there, and they don't care how many bees I put out there. So at least that's what they said on the phone. So we'll see.
Is there people out there? Is it where they live?
They have, yeah, they live on one side of their property, and there's a couple other ranches out there, but they're not right next to them. I think there's a guy that runs cattle out there. But anyway, so there's some room out there, and they don't seem to care about bees running around their house. So yeah, I guess we're good there. Saucy cockatoo. Oh man, that bird still haunts me. I don't know why. Oh well. Well, I'm gonna check out.
Hold on. So my question is this: okay, how many colonies do you have now?
I've got 52.
Okay. So are you going to increase, or have you split yet?
Yeah, I started splitting. Well, yeah, I started splitting yesterday after work. Thank God time changed, because now I have time to do this stuff. But I started making splits yesterday and a little today, and that's why I was saying I was bringing brood up above excluders so I could just take splits out of there. So real easy to grab instead of digging.
So this is my thought. If you start up the second one, you need to start up a third one and then do 20, 20, and 20. Or put your splits within a mile or so from one of your yard. Wow. So maybe keep production colonies in 2 different yards and have a third one for your splits, but don't put it any further than maybe, about a mile and a half or so away.
Yeah. It might be a stretch finding something else around me. I don't know. You never know.
Well, you need to look for a Helga lady. That way you can call it the Loma Helga.
Man, you're stuck on that.
Well, I don't know. It seemed like you're stuck on it too, though.
No, I'm not. No,
are you sure?
Not positive about that. Ooh. Oh, Philip.
Whoa. Philip, where'd you go?
He jumped out.
There he is. Oh, there's Eddie. Hey, Eddie, I was supposed to call you today, I think.
Yeah, I just saw your email. It's actually why I came on. I'm like, oh, I didn't see it. It was a long day. I just got in when I turned on the chat and said hi, and then ate something, took a shower, and I'm like, oh, I probably want to say something.
Did y'all see that?
I'm ignoring you. I just looked at the email.
No worries.
My Coke blew up when I opened it.
Was that why you had to turn your camera off?
No, I just did that when I got up.
Did you get your phone?
No, it'll be all right. Home's over here.
Hey Eddie, I'll just ask you right now. So you're gonna have some queens? Let me look at the calendar. I saw your schedule. I think it said the 23rd, which is a Tuesday in June. Are you gonna just do every Tuesday up until like what, August or something?
I don't know how long I'm going to run it yet. I didn't put everything available to order all the way out yet. I didn't want to put too far out on there. But yeah, I graft every Tuesday and ship every Tuesday.
Okay, so on your website, the one that said I think it said out of stock, like some of the dates, are those already like sold out?
No, I never put stock up for them.
Oh, okay.
I'm only going to do like 4 weeks out.
Okay.
I didn't want to make it too confusing. I'm not really doing the website. I got somebody else doing that for me. I'm not computer literate at all.
Yeah, you had some lady in the club or something.
Yeah. A lady in the club does it for me. In fact, she was helping me in my bees today make up some mini mating nukes and do some queen
Which club?
She goes to both of them. It's Violetta. You probably know her.
Who?
Violetta.
Oh yeah. She's the new beekeeper, right?
Yeah. She got some bees from Jeff.
Yeah. She was on here a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, I just told her about the chats a couple weeks ago. She said she's going to start trying to tune in. She's trying to learn as much as she can. She's very, very interested. Just went with me to do mite washes earlier, and she's like, "Can I take some of the mites home?" And she wanted to look at them on the microscope and stuff. I'm like, "All right." She wants to learn.
Yeah.
I like when the people like that come and work with me because they ask a lot of questions and they pay attention. And I feel like progress is being made. We lose Todd.
He went out.
No,
he's there.
No, someone's playing games with me and he's wearing a red shirt, so I'm trying to fix it.
Oh.
We have no idea who you're talking about.
It's blue now.
That'd be me in the blue shirt. I see, Joe, you've already done 20 or so splits.
I just guessed. I don't even know how many I did today.
Are you seeing a lot of flying drones?
Yeah.
I couldn't find the dang things.
I'm not seeing a ton. I have a lot of drones walking around in frames, but they're not.
I got a bunch of them.
Yeah. You put your finger on them and they buzz around and then they just kind of wander around. They don't fly off yet. So I don't think they're really that mature yet. There's a lot of them.
I had a couple of boxes with charged swarm cells.
Oh, I feel like it's like every other hive.
I just pretended I didn't see them, and I just made whatever happens, happens.
I can't even tell you how many I knocked down today.
I knocked a bunch of cups down, dry cups. But,
well, I knocked a bunch of cups full of jelly.
Yeah.
I had 2 that were capped already. I had to try to deal with. One of them had already swarmed. The other one couldn't find the queen, but there were eggs.
You know, when I go through a bunch of hives and none of them have swarm cells and they're all looking good, a lot of bees, but no swarm cells charged. And then I come up on this one that does. I've gotten where I don't let that bother me because I may not want them as much as I want the others. If they're going to grow that daggone fast, I ain't gonna be able to stay up with them. You know, that's just my thinking.
My bees are all over the place. I don't remember them being this sporadic before. Like I heard
Yeah, I get that a lot.
Tom was talking about, or maybe it was you earlier, talking about going and looking at a hive and you think everything's gonna be that way. It's not. And I feel like they're all over the place. Like it's random. I feel it's a coin flip every time I open a box right now, especially in Folsom. Now down in Beekeeping and Madisonville, they're quite a bit ahead of Folsom.
Folsom's probably pretty close to the same as what my bees are doing, probably. You're only about 20 minutes away from me.
Oh, I thought you were in Franklinton.
I am.
That's more than 20 minutes away.
Nah, not really.
Okay.
Maybe 30. It depends on the traffic. If you come through town, Franklinton, with the school buses, it's going to be 30 or 40 minutes.
It takes me an hour and a half to get to that meeting from here. But
Yeah.
I'm in Mandeville. And that's like the worst time.
Yep.
Joey, I got to check out now. I got to go rustle up some dinner.
All right.
What are you going to have?
Chicken and chicken, asparagus, and probably a salad.
Yeah, that's good. What all you put on your salad?
Lettuce.
That's not a salad. So my kids used to do that. I'm like, what do you want in your salad? Lettuce.
Right.
I'm like, lettuce, that's not a salad, okay? Lettuce is lettuce. We have to add multiple ingredients for it to become a salad.
That's right.
And then I put salad dressing on it, and that's it.
What kind of
that's
dressing?
not a salad. That's lettuce with salad dressing.
What was that? What was that, Joey?
What kind of dressing?
It's that Italian brand from it's that Irish company.
High blood?
I knew he was thinking of something. I knew he was up to no good. He didn't notice his name change for a long time. And I don't know if JW did either.
So can anybody change people's names on these things?
No, you can change your own name, but I must have some status with Joey's chat tonight by the way it logged in because I was able to change their names. Did you notice that, Joey?
To do that.
Yeah, you should be able to go down there on the bottom and change all the names. Like I changed my name
Don't tell him that.
For Todd right there.
Might have too much fun with that.
You go down there on the picture, click on the 3 little dots, and then it'll pull up 5 different applications.
Oh, I didn't know it would let the moderator do that.
Oh, apparently it will because I figured it out.
Edit name and headline, edit mic settings, kick from studio. Of course, that's on all of them. I'll have to pull that on Mr. Ed next time he comes on.
Yeah, definitely do that.
Oh, we're past 9 o'clock already, guys.
9:06.
I think it's time to shut this thing down. I want to tell Mark Zenner appreciate the super chat. Anybody else got anything they want to say before we close? Nope. Well, I appreciate everybody coming in. And we'll see y'all next week.
Have a good night, everyone.
Good night, everybody.
Good to see you, Brad.
You too.